Yo, welcome back everybody. I'm Adam. Thanks for watching the last episode. Thanks for tuning in, the comments, the likes, the subscribes. I appreciate it. I actually got a story from the comments from last time that I'm going to tell soon. So a little more about the channel. I decided that I'm going to put it out every Wednesday, no matter what it takes, because Wednesday's hump day, middle of the week, feeling low on energy. Hopefully you tune into this, get some inspiration, push you to the end of that week so you can start having fun for your weekend. I want to keep growing it. I need you guys' comments. I need your stories. I need you guys to help me out. And this is how it's going to work. So I appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. And let's keep this going. So let's tell the story now. I want to call this one The Humbling of Eddie. So this guy, he's in the Air Force. He's done his time. He's about to get out. Stops by this dealership. Sees a little truck that he likes. Decides he's going to buy it. Start dealing. They go through the financing. They tell him that he could even finance the tax and title. He thinks, what a stupid idea. Why would I want to finance that? Pay interest on top of the taxes, which are already added on to the cost of the truck. So he declines it. Gets his car, leaves. He ends up getting out of the Air Force, goes home, thinks he's going to find a job soon. Doesn't work out. He's applying, he's not finding anything. There's very little out there at the time, and he's getting a little stressed out because money's getting tight. And he's thinking, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. I can't find a job. I thought I was going to get something quick. So he goes to unemployment, thinks he might get some help from there. He gets denied. They tell him because he turned down a job previously because of some physical limitations that he's not eligible for it. So this pisses him off. He's upset. He's livid. He's been putting in his time. He's been doing things right, paying into the system, and when it's time to help out back, nothing. Not even $1. So he's mad, but he keeps applying. He keeps looking for help. They keep rejecting him. He's trying to find a job, and money's getting tighter. 5 weeks it takes him to finally get a job. He's having a hard time because he can barely pay for the gas to get to work. And now the registration that they give you, the temporary registration, is going to expire. He needs to pay all that, and soon. So he doesn't know what to do. He's freaking out. He has no idea how he's going to get this money. And he just finally, his grandma, she comes and she asks him, hey, you want to come to this lecture I'm going to? It's for this Christian Science thing. Come listen to it. He agrees. The whole lecture is about being humble. And whatever they tell him there sticks in his head, because then after he gets out, he starts thinking, you know, I just need to be humble. I need to trust. I need to submit. And he said at that moment, that's when he realized in his head, like, just a voice told him, hey, get in touch with the mayor's office. So he does. Talks to them. He tells them their situation. Then the next day, he gets a call from unemployment. Guess what they say? Hey, you know what? We're going to give you the back pay for those weeks that we didn't cover you. We're going to deposit it into your account on this date and help you out. And it's perfect because that's the same date that he has to pay for his taxes and title and all that. And so he gets excited. He goes out, he buys some cigarettes, he buys some food, tacos, just some other junk that he's celebrating. And then when he goes to the DMV to pay for it, pulls out every dollar that he had from that deposit, and he realized he has just exactly enough to pay for it, minus a little bit of change here or there. And then it hits him again. He's like, you know what? He's like, if I had been collecting those checks this whole time, I would have spent all the money, and there's no way in hell that I would have been able to save up, paid for this, because I would have spent it. So these are his words. He says, sometimes you think that you know what's best for you and how things should be. It's not always the best. And that you need to just submit, you need to just trust and believe that where you're at in your life is exactly where you need to be and that things are going to work out. So that's his story. I think it's a great little story because we all can relate to that. We've been in that situation where you do something, then you kind of feel entitled, like, yeah, man, you should help me out. I helped you out. It's kind of doesn't work that way sometimes, but you just got to know everything does. It happens for a reason, and you might be down, you might be in a situation, but just keep working, keep pushing, and you know what? Eventually things are going to work out the way they're supposed to work out. Might not be how you think they're going to work out or expect, but it will. You just got to keep pushing. And Eddie might not know this, but a little quick story. A while back I ran the Ninja Warrior course. I was so excited about it. I was ready, I was pumped. I got up, I ran that thing. I thought I was going to just kill it. Then there was a point where I was going too fast, stepped on a pad where the platform is, lost my footing, fell in the water, got disqualified. I posted this little story up, just so disappointed and upset. Thought I was going to go to conquer the course. Didn't happen. Then Eddie, this guy, his comment stuck out because he wrote on there, he's like, hey man, you got to do something great. He's like, you got to run this course, which not many people got to. He's like, and it's not like you fell in the water and died. He's like, you just got a little wet. You could always get back up and try it again next year. And I thought, dang, he's right. Like, I was all upset about it. I was really pretty disappointed, but that little comment inspired me just to get over it and be like, hey, you know what? Yeah, there's always a next time. Like, don't sweat the little stuff so much. So I've been hearing this a lot, and they've been saying about the saying going full circle. There's a good example of it going full circle right there. So appreciate the story, Eddie. Thank you, everybody. Thanks for watching. Continue sending me messages, stories, inspiration, and hopefully I'll tell all your stories, because every story does need to be told, and it's good that everybody gets to share and be a part of it. So subscribe, like, tune in next time. Happy Wednesday and happy Thanksgiving. Have good holiday weekend. Hopefully you get the 4 days, and we'll see you next time.